Today, I'm back with mega movie numbers for you all. This is where we run down physical media by the numbers. First, we take a look at the top 20 selling 4K Ultra HD discs of a previous week. I give you my thoughts and recommendations on every single title there. And then we look at the market share breakdown where we look at all the different disc formats you love: DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K, see how well they're selling in comparison to one another. And then I got a special treat for you all today. We are looking at the Q2 numbers for physical media total sales overall in comparison to digital sales and other stuff happening in the movie world. So I listen to the community. I want to keep getting those sale numbers out to y'all when those Q numbers are released. And we got Q2 data to go over today. And then, of course, we'll talk about the state of physical media overall with that and where physical media is going next. So let's have fun with this. But first, if you love collecting physical media just like me and being part of this amazing league of mega film fans where you get to talk your passion on all the movies you enjoy, you are in the right spot. Go ahead and Red Hulk smash that like and subscribe. That way you stay entertained and up to date on all the latest physical media topics. And leave in the comments below what were your favorite pickups of the previous week. But let's get into the data now. So let's look at the top sellers here. At the bottom, we got the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, which is actually pretty cool. Happy to see that one back on the list. Guy Ritchie, action, comedy, really fun. Henry Cavill's in there. You can't do wrong by that one from Lionsgate. Next up, we got The Return of the Living Dead from Shout Studios. They did a new fancy steelbook glowy edition. Looks very, very cool. That's a really fun kind of like zombie horror comedy type of movie. I really enjoyed that one. Next up, we got Twister from Warner, of course, twisting it up always. We have that amazing Dolby Atmos track there, at least I hear. So I got to pick up that one eventually. And next up, we got Inside Out 2 from Disney. That's why I'm sporting, the Pixar hat. But I thought Inside Out 2 would be doing a little bit better. But here's the problem. Here is the problem. They didn't actually release a standard 4K edition, only the steelbook in limited quantities. Well, of course, you ain't going to sell that much of it on 4K. What's happening, Disney? One of the most popular movies of the year. What are you doing? Next up, we got Dune Part 2 from Warner. Still selling like hotcakes. Yeah, when you got a popular movie, release it on 4K, and guess what? It will continue to sell. Next up, we got Van Helsing from Universal. I think this is an underrated monster movie. It's action-packed fun. Hugh Jackman is great in the movie. I just have a good time. Total blockbuster fun movie. Next up, we got The Boy and the Heron from Shout Studios, Best Animated Picture of the Year, and I still haven't seen that one, so I got to get to that. New one here up next with The Long Good Friday from Criterion. Don't know anything about this title, and once again, it doesn't matter yet because it's not even Criterion sale time. Next up, we got Civil War from Lionsgate. Everybody seems to love this one. I did not like it. I thought it missed some stuff there. Didn't go deep enough for me. So yeah, let's move on by. We got what is this one? The Three Flavors of Cornetto Trilogy. Oh, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead, The World's End Universe. I'm like, what is this super long title here? But yes, the Cornetto Trilogy. Gotcha. These kind of spoofy comedies, as you will. I've seen a couple of these here. I thought they're fine. I'm not a total fan of spoof movies in general. There's some gems out there I do quite enjoy. These ones I thought were fine, but I know some people love them. So that's cool that they have, the little trilogy there. Maybe got discounted a bit from Universal. That's awesome. Next up, we got a new one here with Doomsday from Shout Studios. Once again, don't know too much about this movie, but I'm guessing it's post-apocalyptic world. Yes. Next up, we got Jaws from Universal. Really like Jaws. Great shark movie. I guess people are picking it up for spooky season. I always thought it was more a summer movie, but maybe that's just me. Next up, we got Rinro River from Lionsgate, a cool steelbook they released. Have not seen this one, but I've heard good things. I think it's like a police procedural kind of thriller type of movie. And then next up, we got Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, 20th Century, super fun, action-packed, entertaining movie, but just kind of long. And then next up, well, speaking of that, super entertaining action movies that are kind of long, we got Furiosa, a Mad Max saga from Warner. It's a great movie. Highly recommend checking it out. Next up, we got Beetlejuice from Warner. Yes, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice is doing great out there in theaters. Of course, the original is going to sell. And then next up, we got The Batman from Warner. I guess people got hyped up about the Batman 2 news, but that script being done after like 2,000 years. So, yes, people are going back to the Batman. Cool. But I'm just waiting on the sequel myself. Next up, we got Horizon and American Saga Chapter 1 from Warner. Surprised that this one keeps kind of popping up here. I know it got released not too long ago, but I guess people are really going after this Western. To me, it was okay. Felt more like an HBO Max series. But yeah, if you're into Westerns, maybe just need your fix there. All right, next up, we got some new ones here with Chronicles of Riddick. Yes, from Arrow. They did a nice treatment of that one. Really cool looking cover here. And once again, another kind of fun action movie. Got Vin Diesel there. And then our new number one, top of the charts here, we got Bringing Out the Dead from Paramount, Nicolas Cage movie, Martin Scorsese title, right? Fancy Smancy, Paramount Presents title line. Very, very cool to see that one getting some love. I still haven't seen it. I need to check that one out. But there we go. Those were the top 20 selling 4K Ultra HD discs of a previous week. Had some new titles on there, but a lot of past ones that are just for spooky season, really, and some action movies in there mixed along too. So, yeah, definitely a good mixture of genres there and studios. So fantastic. But now let's get into the market share breakdown. Yes, let's get to this. Uh, let's see. We got to bring up a couple charts for you all. All right, we got them charts now. Okay, so wow, the charts don't look massively different when you're looking at the 4Ks here. Just a 0.2% different that they went up. I don't know if that's because of Inside Out 2, maybe. Who knows? But Blu-rays are the disappointing part here. Dropped a lot, under 25%. I would love to see Blu-rays above 30%, right? We're just, it's that decade, right? We got high definition, right? People have TVs where high definition will make a difference. And yet DVDs are still king, right? And king by a large margin. DVDs back up close to 66% there. Oh my gosh. Wow. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised by now because, DVDs are always doing great. They always will do great, especially when they're shoving them down our throats. When you go to Walmart, once again, everything seems to be DVD there. I just wonder if they pushed Blu-rays a little bit more and 4Ks, would they sell more if the majority of titles out there in the wild were Blu-ray? Would more people pick up on that format because they're forced to, right, at that point. And I think Blu-rays, they could come up with a decent enough price point, especially on past catalog titles. No need to make those overly expensive. But yeah, maybe they could change up the mixture there and see if that impacts at all. But once again, DVDs are just destroying it as usual. But let's get into now the home entertainment spending charts here from DEG to look at consumer spending. And so physical product overall, we saw Q1 was 275, which I believe that was in millions right there, millions. And then we look at Q2, it did go up, right, the 304. So that's pretty decent of a jump up. It's not massive. It's not massive. And so first half of the year through Q2 is 580 million. I mean, that's millions of dollars, though. So it's important to take note of that. The collecting world is not going anywhere. Studios don't want to leave millions and millions and millions of dollars on the table. They'll still take that chunk of money. They like that money. They'll take the money. So I think as there is still millions and million dollars to be had in the physical media world, I think there will still be that market, that distribution to get these titles out to us, whether it's less in store, more online. I think there will be some kind of avenue to get physical media out there because they don't want to leave that money on the table. But let's look now kind of at the digital stuff here in comparison. We got electronic sell through, right? Oh, wow, that went up even a little bit more. That makes sense. Okay. So yeah, that's way doubled in the first half compared to the physical product. And then VOD, of course, is up as well in Q2, right? 480 in Q2. And so first half of the year, 924, once again, compared to 580 from physical product. So even video on demand, a lot more than physical product. We look at subscription streaming. Oh my gosh, massive number, and went up in Q2. So I guess people are watching more stuff in Q2. I guess it makes sense, right? Fall season, right? We got more titles coming out, that type of stuff. Maybe, right? I think so. Or was it? Or I guess this is kind of Q2 would be more summer, right? But still, it's still impressive. Once again, I'm just getting my seasons mixed up, where I got to line up the Qs right with how they're going. So I guess that's more summer. I think Q2 is. But maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments. But anyway, back to the numbers here. Looking at, I mean, oh my gosh, close to 18, right? 18 as comparison. Oh my gosh, right? Like 17,998 million compared to 580 from physical product. Oh my goodness. That is more than triple, more than triple. So streaming is more than triple the physical product. I mean, I shouldn't be shocked by that, but still, just to look at the difference in the numbers is pretty shocking. But once again, people like the convenient, casual, just cheap option. And I'm talking about casual customers here. They just want something quick, easy from the comfort of their couch. They don't want to, go grab a disc, put it in the player, take that time. They just don't care about the quality because maybe they don't care as much about movies. Maybe they just want something in the background to babysit the children or just background stuff while they're surfing on TikTok or something, right? I feel like that's what it's like, right? With streaming right there. That's why streaming is so popular. It's popular because it's selling, but is it popular in terms of enjoyment? Ah, that's interesting to think about. So yeah, total digital, you just look at it. Shoot, wow, when you add it all up, total digital 2181 compared to the 580 in the first half. Once again, I'm looking at first half, so this is all through um, quarter one through quarter two, right? All through quarter two. Oh my gosh, like I said, that's like quadruple now. Quadruple, all the digital put together, quadruple what physical media was. Wow, in the first half of the year. That is pretty outrageous. And then a look at box office real quick here. Box office actually went down. So that's the one thing that went down. Everything else went up in Q2. But you know what? Box office went down. Theaters are really struggling. That's why we just got announcement. Theaters are going to be investing a lot into basically turning them into entertainment centers with pickleball and bowling and zip lines and arcades and all this wildness because they see those billions of dollars they are now losing. So even though you look at through the first half, right, they're still close to 4 billion at the box office. That is not enough for what they're investing and spending on producing and making these movies and distributing them and marketing and all that. It's not enough. And like I said, you look at the Q2 that went down from the Q1 for box office. So actually, what's struggling the most out there, initially some people might have said, physical media is. Actually, I think box office, the theaters are struggling more. They're in red alert, red Hulk mode right now. How can they change and do better? I think they're at the top of the list of, oh my gosh, we got struggles happening here. And then physical media, and then of course digital sales are doing good once again because so many casuals out there love the digital stuff, don't care as much about the quality like us physical media collectors do. But hey, there we go. That was my breakdown of those sales numbers. Now, just quickly to talk about the state of physical media. Where are we going next with physical media? Do I think we're going to get a bounce back here throughout the year? Is there going to be a lot of new titles that come out? Well, it's interesting to think about because the box office is directly tied into that. Like, are we going to get great movies to the box office that then can become 4Ks and Blu-rays and for them to, get on the charts and to sell the physical products? Is there something wrong with, once again, what movies are being made these days? Like franchises are just being run into the ground, seems a lot of the time. So what's going to happen? I'm still optimistic. I'm hoping the investments in the theaters can step it up. More people go out to the theaters. That means they'll take more time in making the movies, and maybe we'll get better quality products across everything because everything needs to work together, right? Everything. Physical media has to work with box office, work with streaming, right? We all can coexist. We all can work together and increase numbers for everybody to keep movie fandom alive. That is the most important thing right there. So I'm hopeful. I keep the hope alive here. But once again, I don't know. I feel like in Q3, I think physical media sales will go up. I do. Holiday season, right? I think physical media sales will go up a bit. That's what we're hoping for, but we just have to see what new titles are released there. But I think those holiday deal discounts will help a lot. But there we go. Those were my thoughts now on the physical media world. Once again, you guys are going to have to let me know in the comments, what do you think of all this physical media breakdown with what's happening with just physical media movies out there and box office and streaming, and what's going on? Do we have hope for physical media in the future here? What do you think of those Q2 sale numbers, improving a bit for most areas besides box office? But there we go. Make sure you click that like button to help out that YouTube algorithm. Share this video out to more people so we can grow with this physical media collecting community, get more people excited about movies and back into the collecting world. That's how we're going to boost this community up. And then, of course, you haven't already, turn on that subscribe, that notification bell. That way you're alerted when a new physical media number video posts. As you guys know, I like to break it down every week for you all out there. But have a great day watching and talking the movies. And of course, go ahead and Mega Hulk smash that next video right now. And thank you so much, my Mega membership supporters. If you love talking and collecting movies, consider joining the Mega League of Film Fans through memberships to support content creation while gaining access to perks like shoutouts, exclusive videos, and future topic choices.